Hello guys, it's Mr. Maximo here, Vinny Sandhu for the European Cricket Network with a match preview for the 17th match of the European Cricket Series, Barcelona. It's the first game of Friday morning and sees Fateh taking on Bangladesh Kings. This game will begin at 7 a.m. GMT, which is 9 o'clock in Central Europe. It's 12:30 p.m. in India. And as always, you can catch the action here wherever you're watching around the world on the European Cricket Network, whether you watch through our website, europeancricket.com, or you can watch through our YouTube channel, ECN European Cricket Network. And of course, if you are in India, you can catch the games on FanCode. And just a reminder, if you don't already, why don't you follow us on social media? Because as I always say, there is so much happening in the world of European cricket. We're almost at the conclusion of the first of 3 weeks of cricket there in Barcelona. It's an unprecedented 3-week, 60-match European Cricket Series, and it is fantastic to be bringing you all the action. So why don't you follow us at European Cricket, or you can follow me at Mr. Maximo. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, ECN European Cricket Network. You can even download a mobile app to your phone in the Apple App Store or the Google Play Store. And EuropeanCricket.com, it's a great place to go for all the information on the players and teams in these series. And I do an article for every one of these videos, so you can catch the article there on EuropeanCricket.com. Well, let's have a look at what we can expect from day 5 in Barcelona. Match day 5, we're going to see Group A again, and Fateh will play back-to-back the first 2 matches of the day. You can see that the 16 teams in Barcelona have been split into 2 groups, so they'll play all the other teams in their group, so they will have 7 preliminary matches, and the top 2 from each group will go through to the semi-finals. So after this, we'll have a breather over the weekend. We'll be back on Monday the 19th for another 4 matches. There's 4 matches every day across 15 match days, so 60 matches in total for the biggest European cricket series yet. Let's have a closer look then at this game between Fateh and the Bangladesh Kings. Fateh will be led by their captain Manjinder Singh Lovely, and they'll have Manish Kumar Toki behind the stumps for them. While for the Kings, Moshiur Rahman will be their captain. Jubed Mia will be doing the wicket keeping. Let's talk a little bit about these 2 teams. Well, Fateh, they started their campaign in dramatic circumstances on Monday evening with a golden ball victory against Bengali CC. They did drop their next game, though, conceding 122. Barcelona on Wednesday, only managing 89 in response. So they're 1-1, and they'll hope to have a winning record after this match. And because they play twice on Friday, this is a critical day for them. They play first up, of course, against the Kings in this match. Then they'll take on the Catalonia Tigers in the second match of the day, which is match 18 on the calendar. So this really has the power to shape their European Cricket Series campaign there in Barcelona. Bangladesh Kings, well, they didn't play on Monday, but they played their first 2 games back-to-back on Wednesday, and they certainly started with a bang with 2 wins, and 2 really good wins against top sides, championship contenders, I would have thought. They beat United Girona off the second last ball in match 9 before backing up against the Catalonia Tigers, defeating them by 15 runs in the very next match. So currently they are perched at the top of Group A, and if they want to stay there, they'll want to beat Fateh in the first game of Friday, which is their only match for this day in the European Cricket Series. Let's have a look at Mr. Maximo's 11 to watch. Hopefully you find this information useful, particularly if you're participating in some fantasy cricket. And for Fateh, I have super highlighted their captain Manjinder Singh Lovely. Now he will bat in the top order and can also open the bowling for them. He was their best bowler in the first game with 2 for 19, taking the new ball. Then he showed what he can do with the bat in their second match, scoring 24, opening the batting. So he is certainly a player to watch out for. I've also got an all-rounder there, Happy Singh. I've got Rajiv Singh in there, who whacked 31 off only 13 against Bengali, batting at number 6, and he was a big reason they were able to get their score up to force a tie in that golden ball match. I can see him batting a little bit higher in this game. I'd like to see maybe coming in at number 4, because his game is perfectly suited to 10-over cricket. I've got Gurvinder Singh in there, the left-arm wrist spinner, who's picked up a wicket in each match so far. I've got Kuldeep Singh, the golden ball hero. Now, this guy scored 11 off the 3 balls that he faced, only 3 balls that he faced in their innings against Bengali before scrambling a 2 off the golden ball to carry his team to a memorable victory. I've also got a couple of shadow players now. Couldn't quite get them in my 11 to watch, but they are definitely players to consider for fantasy cricket. I've got their keeper there, Manish Kumar Toki. He was very unfortunate to be run out for a golden duck off the first ball of the innings in their last match, so hopefully he gets another opportunity at the top of the order and can get some runs. I've also got Lakvir Singh Vinti, who looked pretty good opening the batting in their first match, and I think he's likely to bat number 3 in this game. For the Kings, I have super highlighted Cameron Islam Foysal. Now, he was clutch against United Girona, striking 3 impressive Maximos in his unbeaten 29 to help them across the target. Now, he does have power, and he's shown he can do it when it counts. He bowled incredibly well in their next match against Catalonia Tigers, taking an amazing 3 for 8 of his 2 overs to break the back of the Tigers' innings in a match where the Kings prevailed by a margin of 15 runs. I've also highlighted some other players for the Kings. Jubed Mia, the keeper, who will open the batting, and he top scored for them in that first match, scoring 36 to set up that chase before he batted in the middle order in the next match. And I've seen that they do kind of change their batting order game to game, Kings. I think that's probably a good idea, thinking of the longer term, assuming they can make the semi-finals to expose more players to pressure situations. I've got another batsman there, Shakil Mia, who missed out in that first match, but he did score 32 off 15 balls in their last match, which was the best of any Kings batsman. I've got some all-rounders, Mohammad Shafiullah, who batted 4 in the first match, hitting the only ball he faced for 6 before he was promoted to open the batting in their second match, only to be disastrously run out. So hopefully he gets another opportunity. I've got Sofiqul Islam in there. He can hit the ball a long way. I'd like to see him staying in that top 4, and he was very economical with the ball last game, only conceding 9 off his 2 overs. Finally, I've got Mushiur Rahman, their captain, and who is a pretty good bowling option. I'm probably think he'd be taking the new ball. Well, let's get back to prediction time. And I'm certainly looking forward to this game in Barcelona. And it's been a great week there. The baseball stadium looks fantastic as a cricket ground. I hope we can play a lot more cricket there. And it's been fantastic to watch so many new players and teams. But in this game, Fateh versus the Kings, it's certainly a critical morning for Fateh, with 2 of their 7 games taking place in the first 2 matches of Friday, the 16th of October. For the Kings, well, they started very well. And not many people fancied them before this tournament. But the fact that they knocked off Girona in the first game showed that they meant business, and it's been great. There's been so many close games, and sometimes my predictions have been way off this week, and that just shows you how close some of these teams are in Barcelona. And we do want to see competitive matches. We do want to see close finishes. That's what it's all about. That's what entertains us on the European Cricket Network. So I don't mind being wrong if I do get to see a good game. But of course, I try and get them right. And in this game, I'm picking the Kings to make it 3 for 3. I think that they've shown they can do it all, really, in the first couple of games, knocking off Girona, then the Catalonia Tigers. And I had those 2 right up the top of the pecking order when I analysed this group. But I think the Kings are stronger, but we've seen anything can happen in the European Cricket Series. So don't count out Fateh for a second. I put Cameron Islam Foysal to be the star player. I think that he's been great with bat and ball. And as far as like a past score goes here, we've shown that 100's a pretty good score on this pitch, because it is a laid pitch. It's got a wooden base and the carpet over the top, and it's a little bit different to some of the pitches we've seen in the European Cricket Series before. So it's giving a bit of assistance to the spinners, and I think that if any team can score 100, that's going to be pretty competitive in these matches. So that's it for now. And just a final reminder, if you don't already, to follow us on social media. But for now, this is Vinny Sandhu, Mr. Maximo for the European Cricket Network, saying enjoy the game. We'll see you next time on European Cricket.